Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Fitzmonk TV here, aka G33. I'm back here today with another video on the channel for you guys, and it is that time of the month. I am here with your official Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 86 full review slash reaction, and we are finally nearing the end of the Granolah Arc saga. At least this part, because we don't know where Totaro's gonna take the story. We do know that they are planning a new arc, but you never know. Based on what happened at the end of this arc, we could see the fallout of this arc lead directly into whatever they have planned next. All right. And this is a big chapter. You know, the pacing does really pick up here. I was kind of surprised on how quick the pacing goes in this chapter, because at the end of chapter 85 it still felt like we maybe had about 2 or 3 chapters left in the battle, but most of the battle wraps up in this chapter, and we'll see what happens next in chapter 87, and we're going to talk about that all in this video like we always do. So like I said, I do this every single month. We go through the entire chapter page by page, panel by panel. We talk about what's going on, what's good, what's not so good, and where do we think the story is going from here. So if you guys are new to the channel, first leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new by hitting the bell next to my name, Fitzmonk TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. And I have tons of Fallout videos. Like, I have been recording some discussion videos. And I just really have to edit them and release them at this point. But I do have a lot of discussion videos planned when it comes to the Granolah arc in the Dragon Ball Super manga, right? And just to let you guys know, as soon as this arc officially ends, I will post a video where we go through the entire arc, page by page, panel by panel. If you guys remember, I did that a couple years ago when the Mora arc ended, and I'm definitely going to do it again here with this arc, especially since this arc is a couple chapters shorter than the Mora arc. All right, but without wasting time, let's get into it. Enough of me talking. So in chapter 85, we see at the end here Goku using his new version, his unique version of Ultra Instinct, right? He was using Ultra Instinct Sign, but this time he was able to use it with his emotion. So Goku creates his own unique version of Ultra Instinct that works for him, and he had the battle won for the most part, but Ella came in, and then we saw Gas transform into this old state, right? This old state, and that's where we pick up right here in chapter 86, right? So you can see, I like the cover here. You see Granolah, not Granolah, you see Gas. Gas is in a much older state. You can see the wrinkles on his face, right? But he has clearly also been powered up. So the idea is that Gas traded in getting older to get stronger. So I guess that's the condition of Gas becoming the strongest in the universe. So we and if you guys saw my early draft page video, we've seen these pages. Now we're just seeing them in greater detail, right? So getting into it, so we see Goku, and one thing, I always read the chapter before I start recording the review slash reaction, and one thing that you'll notice, there's lots of very cool UI expressions that Goku makes in this chapter, right? You know, Ultra Instinct, we usually expect it. It's usually calm. Goku's emotionless for the most part, and that's what I love about it, right? And he does have that when he's in Master UI. But now with this new unique version of Ultra Instinct, especially with Goku using UI Sign, you get to see a lot of cool emotional expressions out of Goku, and you'll see that a lot in this chapter. Another thing I want to point out is Goku here. Goku's in UI, but you can see he doesn't have the UI aura, right? And you can see his hair is black. Usually when Goku's in UI Omen, his hair is black and silver, right? It has like the silver tint. Goku's hair is in fully black, so it seems that Goku has now learned how to use UI in his base form. And I'm gonna release a video coming up talking about this a little bit more in greater detail, because you guys remember that was actually one of the goals that Goku had at the beginning of this arc. Remember when Whis was talking to Goku, and Whis was telling Goku, you know, you need to learn how to use UI in your normal state, right? Yes, you could still use the master UI transformation for when you need to surpass your limits in battle, but the goal should be for you to use you or to be in the UI state all the time naturally, especially in your base form, right? You shouldn't have to necessarily transform to be using UI. So you see Goku has his normal black hair, but the silver eyes kind of also signify that he is in UI. So it seems it's not directly told to us, but it seems that Goku has learned how to use UI in his natural state, as symbolized by the black hair. He doesn't have the aura, at this moment. So it seems like Goku has reached that new level that Whis wanted him to, using UI in his normal state. But anyway, so like I said, if you've seen the early draft pages, in my early draft page video, you've already seen these first couple pages. Now you're just seeing them in greater detail. So you see basically Gas goes right away and he strangles Goku by the neck, right? And he threatens to rip Goku's head off, but Goku is able to instant teleport behind Gas and get out of harm's way very quickly. But Gas hits Goku with a massive forearm to the mouth, and then you see Goku. You like I said, there's lots of really cool panels of Goku's emotions in UI, right? And it reminds me a little bit of Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 60. If you guys remember, that was UI, Omen, Goku versus Moro back in the Moro Saga. You know, if you guys remember when Goku was using full power UI sign, we saw him, displaying, a little bit of emotion here and there, right? But now that Goku has figured out a way to use UI with his emotions, you can see a lot more emotional expression from Goku, and it's really cool to see, right? And you could see like the rage and the anger kind of on Goku's face, right? And those survival primal instincts. Goku doing what it takes to defeat Gas, because he knows this is a life or death battle. So there's really, like I said, there's lots of cool panels of this Goku's emotions being on display here with Ultra Instinct, which you don't normally get to see. So really, really, cool stuff here. I really love this panel here down on the bottom left. You can see Goku's black hair, and he's not using the UI aura. And you see Gas saying, "I don't think I've ever felt better." So really, really cool stuff. And I also will say, Goku gets his ass beat for a good amount of this chapter. Like you'll see as we go through, about the first 20 something pages is really just Goku getting his ass whooped. All right, up until later on when other things happen, Goku really gets his ass whooped. Like if you remember last chapter, it was last chapter. Vegeta was getting his ass whooped when he was using Ultra Ego. It's kind of like Goku's turn in this chapter. Goku really gets a beatdown from Gas. So Gas is saying, "It's as if every cell in my body is burning away, fueling me." Right? A new flavor of XT. So you see he takes Goku by the head. Look at these emotional expressions, right? If Goku was using Master UI, you would not see these expressions. But you see Gas grabs Goku, palms him by the head, right? And he just throws Goku into the mountains. Then we see Gas creates like a tornado, and Goku's just scrolling around. And Gas is like, "You cannot escape this power of mine." And then Goku spins up all the way into the air, and then he shoots looks like a long finger ray or a finger beam, kind of like a death beam. It looks like, you guys know Frieza's death beam. It looks like a version of Frieza's death beam, but much longer. So he shoots a death beam or a death ray, right, or some kind of key ray into the sky, and hits Goku, right? And you can see Goku is barely able to dodge it. It gets where it rips off a good most of Goku's gi, and you can see, look at just the emotion. Like I know I keep saying, but you just gotta really Tortaro. The artwork in this chapter is great. like if there's anything, Tortaro's artwork, I say this all the time, it has gotten so much better over the years, the longer he's been doing this manga. And you see, like, that's the artwork, and that's the way he draws Goku's expressions here. Like, look at it. Goku's doing anything just to survive this onslaught by gas. I love it. I love it. I love this panel over here. Goku, like, his gi gets ripped up, and you can just look at the expression on Goku's face as it, it took almost everything just for Goku to dodge it. But then we see Gas continues to shoot ki rays at Goku, and you can see Goku's barely Goku's just playing defense at this point. He's not even dodging it. He's just really just trying to block it and protect himself the best he can. And it also got displays. One thing that I want you guys to notice is that as much as Goku does get his ass whooped, he stays in UI the entire time. Goku never goes back fully into his base form. He stays in the UI state the entire chapter up until the very end, right? You would think you look at some of these panels, you would think this is Goku back in his base form, but no, his eyes are just closed because he's in pain. Goku's still in the UI state. So, like I said, even though it's not directly confirmed, I think all of us are implying that Goku has learned how to do UI in his natural state. All right. Even though Gas is still whooping his ass. So we see, look at this panel here on the top right. Look how old Gas looks, man. Wrinkly and disgusting. So we see Goku is taking a beating, and look at Alec. Alec's smiling. Maki and Oil are in shock, right? And Maki and Oil, I think we talked about this. We've talked about this in the past. Gas, Maki, and Oil, they're evil, but they're not as evil as Alec. Alec's the mastermind here. Alec is truly doesn't care. He'll do anything to, further his agenda, whatever he's trying to do. Maki, Oil, and Gas are more just loyal to Alec. Yes, they're siblings at the end of the day, they're family, but Alec is really the evil one. He's the head honcho. Maki, Oil, and Gas, they aren't the best people, but they're nowhere near as evil as their big brother, the leader, Alec. Not at all. Let's look at the expressions here on the faces of, Alec, Maki, and Oil. You can see the clear, difference. Maki and Oil, you think they would be happy to see Gas just absolutely destroying Goku here, right? Their brother's winning. He's on the verge of victory. But instead, they're more just in shock at the change in Gas, right? The way he looks, his aggressive nature. And we've seen this actually throughout this arc. There's been different times where Maki and Oil have, been very worried about Gas, despite how powerful he is. So we see after, Goku falls down back to the ground, he's lost his shirt, right? He only has his undershirt now. And he has a huge rip through his clothes. Alec's like, see, he gets the job done once he starts trying. But, Maki and Oil are like, okay, sure, he's winning, hooray. Except something's kind of off about Gas. You see, they're Maki and Oil, they're worried. Especially Maki, they're worried about Gas. They're not just happy that he's winning, but they're concerned. Like, this is not the brother we know. I don't know how I feel about this. So we see Gas dominate Goku. He has Goku in a chokehold, right? And then we also see then Gas, his limbs, he starts growing these like huge big limbs and big arms, right? So for example, you could see like Gas's normal, his hand right here, but then you can see he has this giant fist, kind of like an avatar or like a key arm in a way, right? And we've seen Goku do something like this. Remember Goku when he goes into like his avatar state or whatever you want to call it, his genification state or spirit control state. Remember we saw giant Goku beat the hell out of Moro, right? But it seems like this is different with Gas. All right, so you see Gas hits Goku with this huge left hand, right, with the giant arm, and Goku goes flying. Like I said, Goku gets his ass whooped for a lot of this chapter. And We see Gas is just enjoying it, even though he looks absolutely disgusting. Uh, Oil asks, "What's with the wrinkly look? He's totally like ancient, basically like he's old, right?" Alex like, "Not to worry, his power is very much intact." Alex says, "In fact, he's stronger than ever before." So Alec, Alec really doesn't care. Alec only cares about Gas's power at this stage. He doesn't care that Gas looks old. He cares about Gas's strength because he wants Gas to defeat Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah, right? So that they can move on to go defeat Frieza. That's Alec's big goal. Defeat Frieza and become the number one crime organization in the universe. So we see Goku gets up and Goku says, "Your body and your power are way out of sync." So even though Goku's getting his ass whooped, Goku can tell that, the connection between Gas's power and his body is growing out of control. Remember, we saw this happen with Moro a little bit last arc when Moro took the crystal that had Miras's abilities on it, right? Moro's body could not handle Miras's angel power, and then it grew out of control to the point where he almost destroyed the earth because he was swelling up with energy. You're seeing something kind of similar here go on with Gas, right? Gas's body, can't really handle all the power he's getting. You remember, Gas didn't train for this power. It was given to him via a wish. And now Gas has become so old that his body really just can't control the power that he's been given. Yes, he's kicking Goku's ass, but his body is legit. He's destroying his body in the process. And really, once again, another right here, another awesome Goku expression here. I love this, Goku turning around and looking at Gas and telling him your body and your power are way out of sync. And then Gas responds, "My power has been liberated from my flesh." And then he hits Goku with a huge kick. This time, instead of having a big arm, it's a big leg. And it sends Goku flying in the air. So Goku continues the fight. He's not giving up. So Goku stops himself in midair and goes flying at Gas. I love this panel right here. You can see Goku's emotions fully on display. He's still in the UI state. I love this panel, honestly. I'm thinking about using that panel for the thumbnail. But Goku comes flying at Gas. Right, Gas now has two huge arms, right? And he comes flying at Goku. You can see, I love this panel up here. You have Goku with his primal instincts, his Saiyan instincts flying at Gas. And then you have Gas over here just absolutely just enjoying this new power, even though he's in this horrific old state. So they're about to engage in battle, right? They're about to collide. But all of a sudden you see a ki blast come out of nowhere that intercepts them, right? And Goku's barely able to dodge, Gas is able to dodge it, and they're like, "What's going on?" And then the big reveal: Alec, Maki, Oil, Gas, and Goku are all in shock as they look below, and Granolah has finally returned. We haven't seen Granolah back on the battlefield since I think chapter 81, if I'm correct. It's been a while. If I am correct, it's been 5 months, 5 whole chapters since we've seen Granolah in action. And I love the artwork here. Granolah is back. He is, for the most part, healed. He's not fully healed, but he is healed for the most part. You can tell Granolah still has scratches around him, right? He doesn't have his full eyesight. It hasn't fully recovered yet from when Gas shot his eyes out. But he is back. And you see he also has his clothes back as well. So Monito gave him new battle clothes as well. Really cool stuff. And a lot of us predicted it. A lot of us predicted that this would be the chapter where Granolah returns. And it is, as you can see, he is back, ready to go. So Goku is happy to see him. Goku's like, "Granolah!" Right? And then Alec's like, "Whatever." Cocky of him to show up again after refusing to die. So Alec's like, "Damn, you could have just kind of stayed out of sight. But then, you're arrogant enough to show your face back on the battlefield, even after surviving what they did to him." So, like I said, this is also something like Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah have been healed by Monito multiple times in this arc. Yes, there's been some other circumstances like sensu beans and Goku leaving gas halfway across the galaxy, right? But yeah, like the Heater Clan were smart. They would have took Monito out a long time ago, because Monito's the one that's been giving Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah lifelines. If the Heaters were smart, uh they would have took Monito out a long time ago, and this battle would have probably been over. Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah would have probably already been dead. The Heater Clan that took out Monito at the beginning. But anyway, you see Granolah fly quickly into the battle, and you think he would go after Gas, but no, he actually goes after Goku. What the hell is going on, right? Why is Granolah going after Goku? And you see Granolah actually hits Goku, and Goku lands on the ground, right? So Granolah blindsides Goku here. And first Gas is like, wait, what? Like, what the hell is going on? Why did he go after Goku? Why didn't he come after me? And Alec goes, ha ha ha, still holding a grudge against the Saiyans, huh? Smart choice there, Granolah. Kill him for us, and maybe we'll toss you odd jobs again. So here you have Alec, right? Alec, who has tortured Granolah, killed his mom, right? Tried to kill him earlier in the arc. Remember, Alec was the one that shot Granolah in the chest, and had no care for Granolah. And now Alec's like, hey Granolah, if you get you still hold a grudge against the Saiyans, huh? Well, I'm surprised you want revenge on us anymore. You want revenge on them? Well, hey, you kill Goku and you kill Vegeta. Maybe we'll let you do jobs for us again. Maybe we'll let you continue to be our bounty hunter. So Alec here being absolutely ridiculous reminds me of Frieza and Resurrection F, right? Remember when Vegeta attacked Goku in Resurrection F because he was annoyed that Goku wasn't giving Vegeta a turn, right? Remember Frieza sees Goku and Vegeta fighting, and then what is it? Frieza says, "Hey Vegeta, if you're still loyal to me, you can come back and be the second in command." So very, very wacky stuff here. This seems like kind of just a little bit of a throwback to the Resurrection F arc. But yeah, Alec being kind of ridiculous here. Telling Granolah like, hey, you kill Goku, maybe, just maybe, we'll let you work for us again as our bounty hunter. So we see Gas then gets annoyed, right? Kind of hearing that from Alec. Look at that. Because we know Gas does not like Alec. I mean, Gas does not like Granolah at all. We know that, so Gas is like, wait, what? But Gas is loyal to Alec. So if Alec did in some hypothetical world, if Alec did want Granolah back as their bounty hunter, Gas wouldn't really have much to say, because Gas is loyal to Alec. It's that simple. Yeah, it is that simple. So anyway, we see Goku back on the ground, but we see in the dust, Granolah wasn't trying to hurt Goku. He was trying to separate Goku from Gas to tell him the plan, right? Because now Granolah has a plan to defeat Gas once and for all. And if Granolah had stated this plan in front of Gas, Gas probably would have heard it and then would have killed him right away. So we see Granolah, he tells Goku, as I dreamed, I too heard your father's voice. Now you need to let me do what I must. And Goku like, what are you? And Granolah says, are you willing to wager it all on my strength? Right. So it's not said to us that Granolah got some kind of big Zenkai boost or anything like that. But still, Granolah is just saying, let's wager this battle on my strength. And this is cool because it makes sense. Granolah should be the one to finish. This is Granolah's fight. This is his arc. This is his story. Goku and Vegeta, yes, they have a main role, but at the end of the day, this should be Granolah. Granolah should be the one to finish this for the most part. because it's his relationship with the Heater clan. Yes, Goku and Vegeta have that connection with Bardock, right? But for the most, this all goes back to really the Heater clan and Granolah. So it makes sense here for Granolah to be the one to, hinge this battle, to be the deciding factor, you know. So we see basically we get a really cool panel of, then as the clouds clear, right? We see Granolah start charging up an attack, and Goku is standing side by side right next to him. So really cool stuff. Also, one other thing, you see Granolah says, "As I dreamed too, or as I dreamt, I too heard your father's voice." Right. So Granolah says, as he was dreaming, while he was unconscious, right? Before Monito healed him, he heard Bardock's voice. It was basically that, Granolah, it wasn't a dream, but Granolah heard Goku, Vegeta, and Monito listening to the scouter that was showing Bardock's battle with Gas via audio. So Granolah heard that too while he was sleeping. So we get this awesome panel. I love this panel right here. UI Goku, right? And you can see, look at this. Badass. I fucking love this. So we see Goku's right. All right, let's fucking do this. Let's end this guy. So Goku is in UI, serious, ready to go, right? And you can see he has the black hair. He doesn't have the aura, but he has the black hair. Really, really cool stuff. I love it. So yeah, look at Goku here, man. Got the black hair. So signify that he is in UI. Base form UI Goku. I cannot wait to see this color. But anyway, Granolah is charging up an attack, right? And this is very similar to the attack we saw Granolah about to fire on Vegeta way, way, way back. All right. And I saw something earlier today on Twitter that it's already been 1 year. This is crazy to think about. This is how fast time goes by, guys. It's already been 1 year since the introduction of Ultra Ego Vegeta, since Vegeta awakened Ultra Ego for the first time. It's already been one whole freaking year since that. That's crazy to think about. It's already been one whole year since we got Ultra Ego Vegeta. So we see Alex like, ugh. So now he's like annoyed. He's annoyed that Granolah is not on his side, but Granolah is still trying to fight against Gas. So here, Goku's like, I'll keep Gas busy until you've charged up enough power to bring him down. And Granolah says, thank you. So Granolah goes to a mountain to start charging his attack, and we see basically then Gas comes flying in. He says, not on your life, so he goes flying in, but then Goku charges up and they go at it, right? So Gas was going to go kill Granolah and not let him charge his attack, but Goku is like, oh, nah. So Goku comes flying at Gas, as you can see. Gas sees Goku coming at him, and then they go back into battle. So Gas hits Goku. Gas hits Goku with another one of those huge punches with the giant hand. But Goku, and look at like another awesome Goku expression, man. Freaking love this stuff. You see Goku blocking it, right? You can see the veins and everything. So many cool UI Goku expressions in this chapter. So Goku blocks Gas's attack, right? And then he hits Gas with a huge knee or with a huge kick, right? And I don't know if he hits Goku with I don't know if Goku hits him with a direct kick or it's like a key kick, because you can see Gas kind of goes flying in the air and then the key follows him. But we do see that Goku hits Gas with a huge kick. So even though Gas has the advantage, Goku is still holding his own ground. Goku hits him with a huge kick, and you can see Gas has took some significant damage. As you can see, his clothes are ripped up even more, and you can see there's actually blood, coming from his abdomen. And then these two are just hurling punches at each other. But Gas is not ready to go down, and he hits Goku with hits him with the double arms again, and we see Goku goes flying down to the ground. But then, excuse me, we then see Gas literally stomp on Goku. He steps on Goku here. He does like a kind of like a coup de grace. If you guys have ever seen Finn Balor in WWE, right? He does like a double stomp to the chest on his opponent all the time as his finishing move, and that's what Gas does here. Gas with the two giant feet basically stomps directly on Goku, and you can see a huge crater is left where Gas's stomp hit, and all you see is Goku's like body just sitting there. Right, he's not dead, but he's definitely in pain, and Goku is still in the UI state. He's not unconscious, but woo, like I said, Goku really gets his ass handed to him in this chapter. So even though Goku looks like Goku is out, there's a huge ass bug in my room. I hate it. I hate when bugs get in my room. I just want to kill it right now. Oh, I'll have to kill it later. But even though Goku has taken a lot of damage, you can see Gas is significantly damaged as well. You can see Gas holding his stomach, his abdominal area, where Goku hit him with that kick right over here in the page prior. So we see Gas is holding himself. He's in pain, but he's not done yet. And then he looks back at Granolah firing, or Granolah still charging his attack. And Gas is now a little bit nervous, Gas is like, no, how is he doing this? How does he still possess such strength? So, and look at Gas's disgusting face, like, ugh. So Gas then goes to charge up a key attack, right? And he fires it at Granolah, but all of a sudden Granolah now has a barrier surrounding him, and you could see Gas is like, what is that? And he looks back at Goku, and you can see Goku has put a barrier around Granolah to protect him. Just like we saw last chapter, Goku was able to put a barrier behind Vegeta to protect him. So Goku now is able to use telekinesis and barriers and stuff to protect other people. So like I said, you can see Goku continuing to grow as a fighter in this arc, coming up with new techniques that are useful to him in battle. So, Goku states kind of a badass line. Goku says, guess what? Nobody's giving up on beating you down. And that's, kind of one of the themes of this arc. No matter how bad things are, having belief that you could still win the fight. It's basically what Goku, it's one of the big things Goku and Vegeta learned from Bardock after hearing Bardock's battle with Gas, right? Bardock never stopped believing that he was going to beat Gas, no matter how much Gas whooped him. Goku now is showcasing that same belief. Goku says it right here, nobody's giving up on beating you down. So even though things look bad right now, Goku and the others have not given up. They're not giving up, and they still believe that they can defeat Gas. So they're sharing that pride that Bardock had and that belief in their abilities and their belief that they're going to win. So you can see this is annoying Gas the hell, and Gas has enough, and he fires tons of ki blasts at Goku, and Goku is too injured to block them, and you can see they all directly hit Goku. So Goku is just getting destroyed with ki blast here. But and you can see Goku falls unconscious for a second. Goku falls unconscious because of the pressure and the direct hit from Gas's ki blast, right? And when Goku falls unconscious, that causes the barrier that was surrounding Granolah to go down. All right, so now Granolah is no longer protected, and Gas can finish Granolah off. So Granolah says, "No, not yet. I'm not ready yet." Right, and you can see Gas is extremely fatigued. Right, it's taking everything. Remember, Gas is going up against Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah. They've only been going up against one guy. Gas has been fighting three people, three super strong people, for forever now. You know, so like no matter if you like Gas or not, you got to give Gas credit. You know, he's been holding Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah at bay now for like what, eight chapters, something like that, and that takes a lot. This battle's been going on for a while. You know, it's not like this has been a long battle, and Gas has been fighting these guys and holding them off for a long time. So you got to give Gas credit. So Gas then says, "What a shame." Once again, disgusting Gas. Gas goes and he's ready to finally finish Granolah off. Sorry, I had to check on my just make sure the recording was still going. But Gas goes finally to finish Granolah off, but Vegeta gets back into the fold. Remember, Vegeta was never done. Vegeta was never killed or defeated. He was more unconscious. Remember when Goku was fighting Gas at the end of chapter 85, Vegeta had just reawakened. So Vegeta was still is still here and not ready to die yet. So we see Vegeta comes in and he doesn't headbutt Gas, but he charges in head first, right? And he charges to knock Gas down. And like I said, remember, Gas is very, very fatigued here. He's been fighting Goku, Granolah, and Vegeta off now forever. So Vegeta's like, now charge up fast or else. Like basically hurry up, fire your attack or, we're going to die. We don't have many other tricks left. So then Mackie and Oil are finally like, let's help him out, right? So they charge in, right, to go after Vegeta, but they get stopped by Monito. And you see Alex like annoyed because this battle is still happening. Like, no matter what, Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah just won't go away. So Monito then interferes, and then Monito's like, you're not getting past me. So Maggie and Oil like, listen, no Jiroteric green old man. So like no old green man is gonna stop us. But then Monito then puts Oil and Mackie to sleep. Very similar to how he put Granolah to sleep in the past. Remember when Bardock was in the cloak and the Heater clan, they had just seen the Heater clan on the mountains, right? Granolah comes out of the house and he sees Bardock's tail and he freaks out, right? He's like, Saiyan, and then Monito puts Granolah to sleep to stop him from causing a commotion. Monito does the same exact thing here. He puts Mackie and Oil to sleep so that they cannot interfere. The thing that's interesting here, you got to keep an eye on Alec, right? Like I said, remember, Alec is the mastermind to all of this, right? But after, he helps Gas evolve, right? And, get more powerful, Alec doesn't do anything. Alec's just really here on the sidelines reacting. Remember, Alec's not a fighter. Gas is the fighter of the family, right? So, it's interesting here. We don't really see Alec again. We see him here, but we don't see much of Alec from this point on in the chapter. We don't see a lot of Alec at all. And we'll talk about that a little bit more when we get to the end. But like I said, Alec's more just here on the sideline. He's not a fighter. He truly isn't a fighter. Right? So we see Mackie and Oil are now they're unconscious. Looks like they're snoring. They are unconscious here. Right? And then Monito then says, "Are you ready, Granolah?" And Granolah says, "I sure am. I've charged up more energy than he can possibly handle." So Granolah is very, very confident that, with this attack, they can defeat Gas, finally. So you see, Vegeta is like trying to hold Gas off, right? And basically because, they have to keep Gas in place so that the attack lands. It's not like gas is, immobilized here. For the attack to work, they have to keep gas in place. But then Alex says, haha, you wouldn't. Firing that blast near the ground would destroy Planet Cereal, the home you hope to protect, right? So basically, at the angle, gas would have to, or at the angle, Granolah would have to fire the attack off to hit gas, right? It would also hit Planet Cereal. So Granolah would be destroying his home planet just to defeat gas. And, so Elk is confident that, that it's not going to work. It's not going to work because Elk or Granolah would have to destroy his home planet to defeat gas. But right at that moment, we see Gas flings Vegeta to the side, right? And he's about to go after Granolah. But we see at that moment, Goku wakes up. Goku was, oh my gosh. Oh, hate flies in my room. I really do hate bugs in my room, guys. Ugh. This, part of the thing is, my room has like very old windows, but it's like 100 degrees outside. We're going through a huge heat wave right now. It's like bugs everywhere. Ugh, disgusting. But anyway, um, but yeah, so we see where was I? Right at that moment, right as Alec makes that claim, we see Goku freaking wake up. Goku was unconscious, right? He wakes up and he wakes up into mastered Ultra Instinct. He goes into MUI. You could see the look on his face change. He's not using his emotions anymore because Ultra Instinct, when it's owned to perfection, you're completely calm. You're completely tranquil. So Goku is surpassing his limits, and this is what I fucking love. This is honestly what I love, right? Remember what Whis told Goku way back at the beginning of this arc. Whis told Goku, right? The goal is for you to learn how to use UI in your natural state, right? But use Master Ultra Instinct. Save that for when a battle requires you to surpass your limits. This is where Master UI comes into play. Master UI Goku comes in because now this is the moment where they need Goku to surpass his limits to defeat Gas. And that's exactly what Goku does here. Goku goes in the MUI, absolute epic panel, and we see Goku goes back into his genification state, right? Using spirit control, and he makes a giant avatar of himself. Very, very similar to what he did against Moro. Very, very similar. So, stupid flies. I love this. So we see Goku, right? Giant avatar Goku, genification Goku, spirit control Goku, whatever you want to call it. So we don't have an official name for this. We see Goku goes into his giant state, right? And he does this behind Gas. Because remember, Gas is, going after Granolah, right? So we see Gas goes into his giant state, and then he looks behind him and he's shocked. He's like, what the fuck is this? What the hell? So he looks behind him and he sees Goku in this giant state, right? And Goku grabs him, right? Goku grabs him, and Gas is like, unhand me. What are you doing? And you see in the bottom left, you see Goku's performing the actions, and that's reflected in what his avatar is doing. So Goku grabs a hold of Gas, and like I said, this is a little side note. If you guys have seen Dragon Ball Super Hero, we get to see giant orange Piccolo. We see Piccolo go back into his giant state, right? His giant Namekian state, very similar to what he did against Goku in the World Tournament at the end of Dragon Ball. We see Piccolo go into his giant state to fight Cell Max. Just seeing this, it would have been cool to kind of see giant Goku fight against Cell Max. I would love to see, this go up against like a Cell Max type of opponent. Like, that would be awesome. But we see Goku basically strangling Gas here. right? Um, and then well, Goku legit flings gas into the sky, right? Goku flings gas into the sky, basically, because remember, Goku was unconscious, but he heard Alex say, "Hey, uh, firing that blast near the ground would destroy planet Cereal, the home you hope to protect," right? So Goku heard that and decided, okay, this is what we gotta do. I'm gonna go into my giant spirit separate or not. I'm gonna go into my giant genification state, right? I'm gonna fucking fling gas into the air, all right, all the way up into space where Granolah can fire his attack and not have to worry about, destroying Planet Zero in the process. So, alpha IQ from Goku. Alpha level IQ from Goku here, right? So now Granolah doesn't have to worry about destroying his home planet. He can just focus on defeating gas. But basically, um we see then Granolah points in the sky, but he says my eyes still damaged, my vision's all blurry. So remember, Granolah hasn't been fully healed, and gas shot his eyes out earlier in the arc, so he hasn't fully healed, so he can't use his that prestige cerulean eye accuracy. He can't you know really directly fire the attack on gas. He can't fully seal him. But we see Oatmeal come into play here, and he's like, allow me to assist with aiming, right? He says allow. So basically, Oatmeal, who has actually been a very key factor throughout this entire arc, right? Monito, Bardock, now Oatmeal. Oatmeal's been a very key factor in this arc. He has come in at very different, moments to help Goku, to help Granolah, to help the others. And now here he is again helping Granolah here. Oatmeal comes in and he's like, allow me to assist with aiming. And Oatmeal says, point a little bit higher, right? And then Vegeta, Monito, and Goku are like, do it, like now. This is your chance, and Granola's like, or Goku's like, Granolah, shoot, fire. And then Oatmeal gives the signal that Granolah is on point and Granolah can fire. So look at a huge attack. Granolah fires it. The artwork here is fucking amazing. I love it. You can see it from Granolah's perspective here, right? You see Granolah fire off the attack, and some really awesome, spreads here. Really awesome stuff here. These pages, man. It reminds me very, very similarly. It reminds me of Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 66. That is the chapter where Goku defeats Moro. That's the last chapter of the Moro arc, right? And it reminds me, those panels and those pages of Goku in his avatar state defeating Moro, destroying the crystal in Moro's forehead and defeating him. Really awesome stuff. And that's what you get here. Like, you get amazing artwork here. Goku going back in the Master UI, Goku going into his genification state, right? And then Granolah firing the attack on gas, and then them finally defeating gas, right? You can see awesome double spread here. Double spread of Granolah's attack firing into the air, right? Coming directly at gas. And you can see he is absolutely horrified, and there's nothing he can do. Nothing he can do to dodge the attack, and a huge explosion takes place. A huge explosion takes place. Alec is shocked. Goku, Vegeta, Monito take cover, right? And you can see the whole planet shakes. An earthquake basically shakes because of the impact of Granolah's attack. And you can see where everything clears, right? Goku and Vegeta are going flying because of the wind, but Granolah catches Goku and Vegeta just in time. Granolah catches Goku by the hand, and Granolah also catches Vegeta by the foot, right? And And you could see that even Alec is blown aback as well. And you can see the earthquake effect was so large that it actually woke Mackie and Oil up. They're like, what the hell just happened? Right? And they're like, where's Gas? And you can see Goku Vegeta look up, and Vegeta's like, has he done it? And Goku's like, yep. Granolah is fatigued, but they look in the sky, and all you see, and you can see from Oatmeal and Granolah's perspective, you see Gas just flying or tumbling back down to Earth. Tumbling. Look at that, man. Goku threw Gas into space, legitimately into space, into the atmosphere of the planet. Awesome, awesome stuff. So we're seeing freaking Goku do stuff he's never done before. Goku can literally throw people off planets now. Literally, Goku can throw people off planets. It's crazy how wild, how far power has come in Dragon Ball. Goku has gotten strong enough to the point where he can throw niggas off planets. What the hell? Throw niggas off planets. So then we see, right? Good freaking hell. Gas comes tumbling back down to Earth, right? And you can see a huge there's a huge explosion where Gas fell. Legit, nigga, Gas fell all the way back down to Earth. He didn't get hit from the blast. He got hit from the blast and then just fell all the way back down. So yeah, Gas got a double whammy. Got hit by a blast and then had to land from space all the way back down to the surface. That had to hurt. Freaking like every bone in Gas's body has to be broken at this point. There's no way. There's no way Gas should even be mobile. Like he shouldn't be conscious. He shouldn't even be mobile, at all. So Mackie and Oil are shocked. They're worried about Gas, but Granolah then states, "I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. The impact of my blast was just to defeat him, but he didn't kill him." Granolah says, "I'm not out for revenge anymore, not against anyone. But Gas will be out cold for a few days, so take him and leave and never darken our doorstep again." So Granolah cues character development, right? Because remember, beginning of the arc, all Granolah wanted was revenge on the Saiyans. Then he wanted revenge on the Heater Clan, right? He wanted revenge on Goku and Vegeta, and then he wanted revenge on the Heater Clan for killing his mom. But now Granolah has he doesn't want revenge on anybody anymore. Granolah just wants peace. He just wants peace. So Granolah has made a full circle in his development. And it's also kind of crazy to think about it, where Granolah at the beginning of this arc, right? Granolah was not that liked by people. People were annoyed because Granolah had this addiction to revenge. He wanted revenge so badly on the Saiyans for what they did to his home that no matter who tried to talk logic, no matter if it was Monito or Goku or Vegeta or Oatmeal, didn't matter who tried to speak, logic to him, Granolah wouldn't listen. Well, he was too blinded by revenge, and people got annoyed by that. Then you had people that after Granolah got taken out by the Heater Clan, right? People thought, all right, Granolah had that coming, because people had kind of waited for Granolah to get a little bit of a dose of his own medicine because people were so annoyed by Granolah's character. Then there was people complaining that Granolah had been out of the story for way too long. People were like, damn it, why did they make this about Goku and Vegeta versus Gas? This is supposed to be Granolah's story, right? And so when we didn't see Granolah the last 5 chapters, people were like, this is supposed to be about Granolah. Why the fuck does he have nothing to do here with the final battle? And now Granolah is back, and now people are actually happy to see Granolah make a return here. So it's kind of crazy to see how people have reacted to Granolah's character as he has evolved in this arc. And I'm a big fan of Granolah now. Big fan. He was a character that was blinded by revenge, and let's be honest, in all of our lives, we've all had different instances when we've been blinded by revenge, no matter what it was. we've all had situations where we've been emotional about something, and it probably has caused us to make some emotional choices. Maybe those choices were good, maybe those choices were bad, but we've all been in, you know, instances where we've been emotional about something and we've reacted to it in an emotional way. That's what Granolah was, right? And now we've seen Granola's character come full circle now. He no longer cares about revenge. That's what he wanted at the beginning of this arc. Now he's gotten to the point where that no longer interests him. All he wants is peace. He doesn't care that about what the Saiyans did to his homeworld anymore. And he doesn't care that the Hero clan killed his mom. All he wants is peace now. He does not want revenge against anybody anymore. He just wants peace for himself, for Monito, for his planet. So really, really cool stuff here. And it's really cool to see. It's really cool to see Granolah come full circle. So we see Mackie and Oyo are annoyed by what Granolah says, but of course Gas is the priority, so they fly over to go check on Gas, right? And Goku and Vegeta are up. They're like, that was wild. Granolah apologizes, right? I'm sorry for everything. And Vegeta makes a joke. He's like, well, it's a little late for that. And Goku laughs. So you can see Goku. If I'm right, I think Goku's fully black, back in his normal state. He's no longer in UI. His eyes are back to normal. But you see, Goku, it's kind of funny. Vegeta says, it's a little late for that, right? It's a little late for that, Granolah, And we see they have a little bit of a laugh. And then the last panel of the chapter is Gas. And he is in a pit. Absolute pit. And he has been defeated, right? He has been defeated, and it says to be continued. So now, right, it seems now finally the battle with Gas is over, right? What will happen next, though? That is the key. What will happen next? We still got to worry about Alec. Remember, we don't see how Alec reacts here. We don't. We see Alec shielding himself, and he's pissed off, to see Gas get defeated. But we remember, Alec's the head honcho here, right? We don't know. Basically, next chapter, we'll have to see how Alec's going to react. He's going to be the key. Granolah is basically saying, leave this planet. Leave us alone. I'm done with you. I'm done working for you. I don't want revenge on you anymore. I just want peace. How will Alec react? Because he's the head honcho here. But, he makes the decisions. Mackie, Oyo, and Gas just follow. So what's going to happen? There's a lot of directions that this can go. Will Alec and the Heater clan, will they leave peacefully? Or do they have something else up their sleeve? Remember, they still have OG-73, right? Will they try to make a wish with the Dragon Balls? Will they try to, revive Gas? I don't think so. I think Gas is done. I think with everything that's happened here, especially with the artwork and the way the battle transpired here, I think this battle's over. At least the battle with Gas. If this is going to another phase, there is the potential of that. We can't rule that out of the table. But I think the battle with Gas specifically is done. I can't see really anywhere where Gas is able to fight again. At least not right now. His body is destroyed. Remember, not only has he just, been defeated, but remember, his body was already on the verge of tearing it apart because, his body could not handle the power that he just been given, right? His body was in an old state, and legit, the balance between his body and his power was, all out of balance. So I just really can't see. It's hard for me to see a point where Gas is able to fight again. Will he be able to fight again? We'll have to wait and see. There's many different directions we can see this go, and we don't know if the Heater clan do leave peacefully in air quotes, right? What's to say that they won't just wait till Gas gets healed and then they'll come up with a new plan and then they'll come back to finish the job on Granolah? right? What's to say that they won't leave and then go after Goku and Vegeta on Earth, right? Who knows? Who knows? There's many different directions this can go, right? Who knows? I was thinking, what if like Alec was to go team up with Frieza? Say like the enemy of my enemy is my best friend. I don't know. There's different directions that maybe Alec is like, hey, we're the two top organizations in the galaxy, right? Well, let's team up. Let's take out Goku and the others, and then we can deal with our other stuff later. But the enemy of my enemy is my best friend. So I don't know. I don't know. But I do think it is very dangerous for Goku and the others to let the Heater clan leave peacefully. We know that's in Goku's nature, right? Goku just loves to fight. He doesn't want to have to kill them. So Goku's gonna want the Heater clan to leave peacefully, right? What about Granolah? Granolah wants him to leave peacefully. So we see Goku and Granolah want the Heater clan just to leave. That's it. To leave. All right. Goku's always like, oh, I'll fight you again some other time. That's the way Goku is. Goku just really cares about fighting and getting stronger. But, I don't know. It is dangerous to potentially let the Heater clan leave peacefully. So we'll have to see what happens. Who knows? Maybe Vegeta will pull a Hakai, right? Cause I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for Vegeta the Hakai. He has not Hakai one person yet. He knows how to do Hakai. He knows how to use destruction. He has Ultra Ego, but he has not destroyed one person yet. Maybe we see Vegeta do a Hakai on Elec, or do a Hakai on Gas, or do a Hakai on the Heater clan. Who knows? That is on the table. I don't know, but just things to keep in mind of. We don't know where this is going to go, and I know everybody is going to be talking about this in the fallout of this chapter. The big question is, coming out of the chapter, will the Heater clan leave peacefully? And if they do, what does this set up for the next arc? Right? What does that mean for the future? Because Elec's probably going to want revenge. Or does Elec have something else up his sleeve? That's really the big thing. The battle with Gas is over. Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah have won. But will the Heater clan leave peacefully, or does Elec have something else up his sleeve? That is the big thing coming out of this chapter. I don't know, and I kind of like this cliffhanger. Gas has been defeated, but is this actually the end? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But really good stuff here, man. I did like the way this battle ended. I love how Granolah was the one really to get the finishing blow, because it made sense since this is his story. It made sense for him to make the finishing blow. Goku and Vegeta were main characters, but this is Granolah's story, so I did like how it came back to Granolah finishing the job. I love Goku using Mastered Ultra Instinct, right? I love Goku Versal. I love Goku using UI in his base form, right? And I also love how they saved Master Ultra Instinct as, the final battle, right? I loved how they saved Master UI for Goku to use to surpass his limits. I loved how that's how MUI was used here. Very similar to what they did in the Mora arc, but a little bit different. So, really good stuff. Goku using MUI to surpass his limits and set up the opening for Granolah to defeat Gas. And then Vegeta had a role as well, right? Granolah got the dub, but Goku and Vegeta both did things to help create that opening for Granolah to get the victory. It was a team effort. Without Vegeta's Ultra Ego, right? There's no way Goku and the others survive. I know people are going to be like, oh, I wish Vegeta got the win with his new form, right? They all contributed to the win. Very similar to the Mora arc. The Z Fighters and Oob, everybody worked together to help get that win. Same thing happening here. Goku, Monito, Oatmeal, Granolah, Vegeta, all working together to get the win here. And remember, if it wasn't for Vegeta's Ultra Ego, Goku would not have that time to create his own UI, to figure out his own version of Ultra Instinct that would work for him. Goku would not have been able to create that unique version of UI without Vegeta's Ultra Ego. So everybody gets credit here for the victory. Everybody does. Granolah gets the finishing blow, but Goku Vegeta definitely had a huge role to play. And I love it. I think this was a fantastic chapter. I don't think this, I'm not going to sit here and say this is the best chapter of this arc, but definitely, I think this was a great chapter. This has been one of my favorite arcs. This has probably been my favorite Dragon Ball Super arc, if I'm being honest. I love the Moro arc, you know, and I know everyone has controversial opinions about this arc, right? Because everybody wants to be controversial these days. But in my opinion, I think this has been my favorite Dragon Ball Super arc so far. The connection to Bardock, the Ultra Instinct's evolution, Granolah. I think there's been a lot to enjoy about this arc. And Superfly. And if this is the end, I think this has been my favorite Dragon Ball Super manga arc so far. That is my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but I have enjoyed this arc, and I really did like how this battle ended. All right, and I'm excited to see where they go next. Very, very intrigued to see what happens with Elec, you know, and the Heater Clan next chapter. Will they leave peacefully, or does Elec have something else up his sleeve? We'll just have to wait and see. But other than that, guys, that's about all I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comment section, what did you guys think of this chapter? Did you guys like you know, how this battle ended? The pacing was sped up here. They did speed up the pacing here with this chapter, but oh no, I think this was a great chapter. I freaking love the artwork. I love the pacing, right? It's not perfect, of course, but and there is a little bit of some random BS here, you know, but still, for the most part, I did really enjoy this chapter. I really did. I think this was a cool way for them to finish off this battle with gas. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. First off, leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video and the review / reaction. Also, like I said, let me know what you guys thought of this final battle. Let me know what you guys thought about this chapter in the comment section down below. Also, let me know your predictions for chapter 87. You know, will the Heater Clan leave peacefully, or do you think Elec has something up his sleeve? And if you guys have your own theories, let me know in the comment section. I love reading them. Also, subscribe if you guys are. There are flies everywhere outside my window. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed, right? If you guys enjoyed, leave a like on the video. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the bell. Hit the bell next to my name, Fitzmonk TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. All right, I have tons of discussion videos planned for the fallout of this chapter. So let me know what you guys think. But yeah, other than that, that's about all I got for you guys today. Follow me down on social media. Links in the description down below. You guys stay safe and healthy. I will see you guys later. Peace.